If you get a good education, find a safe 9-to-5 job, put savings into a fixed deposit, by 65, you'll be set. That is a scam. You are trading 5 days of cubicle slavery every single week just to buy 2 days of weekend freedom. The fatal flaw in saving pennies to become a millionaire in your 60s is biological. What good is finally affording a Mercedes if you have to drive it from a wheelchair? Extreme wealth requires youth, energy, and the physical capacity to actually use it. As an employee, you're trapped by basic math. Your salary equals your hourly rate multiplied by hours worked. Because there are only 24 hours in a day, your earning potential has a hard cap. Time is finite, which means your income is capped. And look at the math of your paycheck. The government extracts its cut first, through taxes. Then your landlord takes the rent. Then the bank takes the car E&I. You pay yourself last, keeping only the scraps. A traditional job guarantees one thing. It extracts the best years of your life, caps your upside, and leaves you with absolutely zero leverage. But look at the guys with the latest iPhones and the luxury car EMIs. They're making serious money. That is fake wealth. They are what we call sidewalkers. They might earn 2 lakhs a month, but they spend it instantly on status symbols. One missed paycheck or one medical emergency, and they are completely wiped out. Real wealth is measured by a strict trinity. The first pillar is fitness. Millions in the bank mean absolutely nothing if you lack the health and physical energy to get out of bed. The second pillar is freedom. This is absolute control over your own choices. If you cannot wake up on your own schedule because a boss is waiting to yell at you, you are not free, regardless of your salary. The final pillar is family. Cultivating deep relationships requires presence and time. Resources you simply do not have if you are chained to an office desk all week. The Slowlane promises money eventually, but it demands your freedom and your physical prime in exchange. By this definition, a lifelong employee is never actually wealthy. So, what is this? Some kind of get-rich-quick scheme? No, it is the rigorous engineering of a system. A true fast lane is a business model entirely detached from your personal time. Instead of selling hours, you build wealth trees. These are architectural structures that require heavy initial labor, but once the roots take hold, they produce revenue independently, even while you sleep. There are exactly 5 of these scalable systems: rental properties and licensing, software and computer apps, content creation like books or courses, vast distribution networks, and human resources. The psychological shift is simple. You must stop operating as a consumer inside someone else's wealth tree and become the architect of your own. But not every business is a fast lane. Open a local corner shop and you've just bought yourself a self-employed job. To ensure your system can scale, it must pass the ultimate barrier test, the CENTS framework. C is for control. You must own the platform completely. Relying on a third-party algorithm or a multi-level marketing company puts you at fatal risk. If they change the rules, your business goes to zero. E is for entry. If your business takes 5 minutes to start, the market is already flooded. You need a high barrier to entry to keep the crowd out and preserve your margins. N is for need. Stop chasing your personal passions. Extreme wealth only comes from solving real human problems. Provide undeniable value, and the money will follow. T and S are time and scale. Your business must run on automation without your physical presence, and it must be capable of reaching millions of users worldwide, not just your local neighborhood. If your idea fails any of these laws, it is not a fast lane, and it will inevitably drag you right back to the slow lane. Once you have a valid system, escaping the job trap comes down to a single, undeniable mathematical truth: the law of affection. This replaces the broken hourly wage equation. Here, wealth is determined by magnitude, how deeply you impact a single life, multiplied by scale, how many millions of lives you manage to reach. The math is brutally simple. If you engineer a scalable system that adds just 100 rupees of value to 1 million people, you mathematically become a millionaire. People constantly claim they had the idea for a billion-dollar company years ago. That means nothing. Ideas are worthless potential. The only multiplier that generates actual cash is world-class sweat equity execution. Stop drowning in sidewalker debt to impress people you don't care about. Abandon the slow lane waiting game. Start building your system today.